Hello everyone, welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. I have built a Tutti Frutti daycare center using all the Tutti Frutti themed items in the update. So I didn't use Influence Island event items that are for recolors of items that aren't Tutti Frutti themed, if you understand what I mean. So I wanted the build to look like some sort of toy, and I used the Art Deco sort of board that's got that sunrise pattern on it behind the arches, and it gave the build an interesting look. I absolutely love the way it's turned out. I wish we actually had school buses in the game or a yellow limo, but this pink one will have to suffice. And then you've got these beautiful windows, these bay windows that look like building blocks to the front of this daycare. I think it's fantastic, completing that toy look that I wanted for, the design. Now this plot is fantastic, for building your school on, your daycare, whatever. And I decided to place in a different playground here, even though we have one towards the back. That's because there's a jungle underneath. You'll see that when we tour. So let's get started. This is the front part. The entrance has what I wanted to look like pillars. So you come underneath this arched space, and it's a shelter from the rain. You come in through these big doors, and there's that reception space where the kids can come in. Maybe a few toys here and there. It's comfortable. Your kids might be crawling around reaching for a book or two while you wait, and there's another shelving system towards the back here for different items and so on. So a nice little cozy reception to sit down and wait, and you've got the main receptionist here waiting, and lots of items that are informative on the wall. This is the way into that reception area, so the back office as it may be called, and you've got the filing system, a computer towards the back for more important work, and more of the filing system again in the back there. So this is what we have for the entrance. Before we go down that corridor, we have to make sure we finish with what's in this space. So on the side here, you've got a door leading into the head of the daycare center's office. So a bookshelf, a chair. I really love this computer system here because of the filing shelves above it. And then you got the windows, which has got great daylight and a place to sit down as well, maybe with your child to have a chat or something. But it's beautiful. So that's what's in that space. And then across these pictures, you have a door leading into the closed section of the kitchen that services the main dining area. Okay, so again, all those items that we unlocked, very beautiful. You might be confused, what do I do with these? But they do work, but I just ultimately felt putting together a school and throwing them all in would make sense. So again, this is that door that leads out to the industrial bins, to get rid of items that are not needed, and we'll see the dining area in a minute. But if you come through here, it's a wide corridor, obviously for kids and parents. There are a couple of doors that lead into the bathrooms. So the bathrooms are separated by the floor colors. So you've got the cubicles, the sink. The boys section as well has one cubicle and then 2 urinals. Okay, so those are the toilets in that big space. This is the way up and down around the building, and then we have the door that leads into the dining area. So what we have here is the other side where you can come and get some food, lots of items on the wall that are Tutti Frutti themed, and then these fantastic looking wooden sets here and the tables filled with trays. The door here then leads out to this area for the kids to play a little bit after eating. So I've put out things for them to play with here as well. And then I wanted you to see that there was this way down to this jungle area. It's completely locked in by this line of plants along the way. You can't make your way into this playground unless you come through the front of the school. It locks it in like a fence. So down below here is just another interesting sort of adventurous space for the kids to wander down. It's like a jungle. You come in here, you play with these Care Bears. I've locked it up with plants, so the Care Bears can't climb out quite yet. But when I do want to play with them, I take the plants away from those arches and they come up onto the playground and play. So this is the way upstairs. You need the stairs, you need the elevator both times. In case of a fire, you need the stairs, you won't use the elevator, but this is the system put together. These are garage doors, in case you're wondering. I think these came from the very last event we just did. So I think they're quite beautiful in separating the different sections, and the kids won't fall down the stairs when they're playing up here. Okay, now there's a door here that leads into a changing area, which is also for a toilet as well. So you've got the changing desk there, and then you've got a cubicle tucked away in the corner there. And then immediately as you come into the space, you know, your kids can throw away their things and just start playing with items and just wave goodbye to you, and you head off to work, and they stay here and they're taken care of. So it's just set out in that casual way as an area to sit down, watch TV. It's still organized, but it's organized chaos. You've got this gentleman here taking care of this reception, keeping the medications in check, and making sure that, you know, the kids are taken care of should they get cut or something. There's another station here for them to play. You know, that little kitchen, the toys. So these are the kids that are slightly older than the babies. So they're like 1-year-old, 2-year-old, right? But they're not having structured learning. They're learning through play. So this is the castle type area for this little girl. She's playing, and you can see that window section there. So I just wanted it to look like a castle, like a fairy tale space. This door leads up to the roof. That's why there's a door in front of it. And then of course that's an archway to sleeping areas, as we have one here as well. This is for the babies. So we've got 3 babies in this school and 3 toddlers. And then 4 staff. So that gives us 10 people, isn't it, in one space. You know, with the Sims FreePlay, you can't have more than 10 Sims on a plot. So this is what we have. And there's an area to sit down and also, you know, feed the babies, and there's high chairs. So yeah, that's that space. And then in here is where you get the older kids, you know, the 1-year-old, the 2-year-old that don't need a cot, you know. You can have a glance when coming upstairs through this little window to see what's happening in this resting space. And they've got supplies in those, you know, cupboards or wardrobes, as it were. You know, new beddings and so on are kept in there, so you can reach for it, or cushions and pillows and toys. This is the way up to the roof, as mentioned earlier. So you pop up here, there's a water tank. So obviously the kids who are brought up here are supervised thoroughly. It's the rooftop, and there's this lovely outdoor cinema up here. You could put anything you want up here, but the whole time I was putting this together, that was the last thing I did, is make an outdoor cinema. And then of course you can see where I placed the Art Deco arch here, just to make it decorative. And that's the complete school. I've put this together, and I like it. And the babies here are from different families in the town. I brought them all in and brought in staff and gave them work, and it's a realistic place for me with my Sims in this town. This is an overview for you. So do take note of where everything is. This is build mode. Let me go ahead and tap on that tree, and then it's got these red parts. Let me tap on something else. Let's see, one of these. Yeah. And you can see the grid lines, and now you could go ahead and recreate this in your town. As usual, I'm happy for you to recreate this in your towns. It means you like it so much. But if you go on to upload it to any social media platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and so on, don't forget to use the hashtag JCfinger when doing so, and I will be grateful. I hope you're having an amazing half term. It's a couple of weeks, isn't it? And I also hope you have an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for your patience. I've been quite busy, but I always try to make sure I put out a build for every update. And in order to do that, I have to complete the event in real time. I'm no longer a game changer because of new responsibilities in my life. So I have to then wait and then complete the event and then put together the build and then showcase. So that's why these builds come out at this time. Thanks again. I hope you have got a good hang of the floor plan, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Have an amazing time. Take care. Bye.